Ah! Okay, cool. Welcome back, my zombies and newcomers. I am Frogger13, and I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. See? I'm wearing shorts. Alright, that was a joke. Alright. So most of you know, sorry about that. School is starting up, has either started up again or starting up again really soon. Everybody's like, well, what the hell happened to the summer? I know, when you're having fun. But the school year has seemed to have gone by pretty fast, too. What's going on with this? Sorry, my camera thing is just like, it's on crack. Alright, stay there. Yeah, and you know, everybody is going back to school. Nobody's happy about it. I don't really care. I'll be going into 11th grade. So I'm like, oh, cool, almost done with my school year. Yay! Then I get to run off and become go to jail. No. That's not my plan. Excuse me. That's some frozen raspberries. But, anyways, if you're like me, you've had to do summer reading, and this is also a homework video, so FYI, people. The book I've had to read is Ender's Shadow, based on the good selling book Ender's Game. I don't have a copy of that, actually. I read it, though, and seen the movie. But anyways, that was the book I chose to read. So anyways, it was a really good book. I actually really enjoyed it. And that's my book report, everybody. No, I'm kidding. What I really liked about it was, if you're familiar about, if you've read the book, if you've read Ender's Game, great. If you haven't and you're thinking about it, don't watch this video. Stop this video right now. There will be spoilers. I mean, I also want spoilers. If you want spoilers, great. If you don't want spoilers, then then don't watch this video. Watch something else. Anyways, that's my spoilers warning. So it's about the character Bean. No. It's about the character Bean from his point of view, and gives you a lot about his background. So it was interesting because he was found in a spaceship. No, that's something else. It was really good because he was actually originally an orphan in this I'm gonna say Catholic school. I got them in. Yeah, I was Catholic. Sorry, my religions are kind of, I don't really know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go with Catholic. This Catholic boarding school, and he was bonded. Sorry, I work with animals, so I say bonded. Best friend with this girl named Poke. Yes, Poke. Like Poke. Yeah, okay, whatever. That was her name. I have no clue why. And this boy who was, I'm gonna say, I'll let you pick out a word, named Achilles. And I'll put it this way: he's bad boy. He does bad things. He votes for Trump. No, but he ends up murdering his friend Poke. I almost said Coke. Yeah, Coca-Cola. Drink refreshment, just one sip away. Actually, I don't like Coca-Cola, so I don't know why I'm advertising it. And the funny thing The thing is that, well, nobody really cares. I mean, it's like, okay, the guy came in from Mexico. Okay, thank you, Donald Trump. But nobody cares. Nobody does anything about it. No one goes to walk him up. It's just, oh, that's sad. We'll send him to bed hungry. Yeah, that's gonna teach him. That's gonna teach him not to kill people. So, anyways, so then Colonel Graff comes on. It's like, dude, we goes to the head sister. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. I just always write sister because I can never pronounce her name. I'm just gonna call her. Let me look it up. Well, no, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Sister Carlota? Anyways. Cardota. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Cardota. It's kind of fun to say. Cardota. Enchilada. Wait, what does enchilada have to do with any of this? But anyways, so Colonel Graff goes to Sister Carlota and is like, dude, we've got to get this guy up to battle school and fight the buggers. I mean, these people are serious. We need people like him. He's just gone through the murder of his best friend. We need ruthless commanders like him. And she goes, okay, sure, sounds good. Take him. So the interesting thing about that is he's like, cool, I'm going to space. Am I going to meet Luke Skywalker? And unfortunately, that never happened. He does meet Neil Armstrong. No, that also didn't happen. That was a joke. Oh, by the way, the reason he got... the reason he got the name Bean is, well, because he was always so short. He was a tiny little thing. So they kind of nicknamed him Bean, and he's like, you know what? That's my name, people. Don't make fun of it. It's my name. But of course, it makes fun of it. I always thought it'd be funny if someone like in the cafeteria gave him bean and bacon soup or bean burrito or I don't know, or some weighted beans. All right, so now enough of the bean jokes. So he goes off to school and he immediately starts hearing a lot about some guy named Ender. And I'm like, who's Ender? What makes him so special? Why is everybody comparing me to him? I don't even know the dude. So he gets immediately drafted from Nanchi, which is like nobody cares about you. You just arrived. It's like, think of it as high school. You're a freshman. You're annoying. You get picked on. Nobody cares. People might like you, but they really think that, okay, freshman. Well, yeah, it's like that. And then he gets promoted up to soldier, and that's like sophomore. And he's like, dude, I'm a soldier. I'm in Salamander Army with this guy, Bonzo Madrid, and dude, this guy is like totally mean. Okay, and he's also like, okay, dude, you've heard so much about Ender. I hate this guy. How do I get rid of him? I just had him on my army, and he and I had to transfer him, and he totally showed me up and everything. Dude, how do I get rid of him? So the funny thing, so there's like, okay, you know, and everybody's like, and he's like, whoa, how do I get rid of him? What the hell's going on with this guy? It's a little scary. And there he meets Petra, the main girl in the thing. But keep in mind, there's no real romance in the story because these kids are like 6 and 4 and stuff. So they're not going. I mean, yeah, they know it's a girl and everything, but there's no real romantic story. And that was actually kind of the one thing I didn't like about Ender's Game book is there was no romance in it. I always think books make more interesting when the main character always has some kind of romantic way it has to solve that, because it's just one more problem, and so it felt like I was missing that problem. But anyways, he meets Petra, and she's kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. But anyway, and so they kind of become friends, and he's trying to make her Poke's replacement, but realizes no, I can't do that. Poke it was Poke, and this girl is Petra, and they're nothing alike. They're like 2 snowflakes. She wasn't in my own advice. But anyways, Ender becomes commander of Dragon Army, and he gets drafted. And Ender says, "You know what? I like ya. You're kind of my guy. You're a good buddy. You're a good dude." And they become close, and he really starts looking at Ender going, dude, this guy's, like, amazing. I'm kind of a little man crush on this guy. But then the teachers realize, oh, whoops, they're becoming too close. They're figuring out our system. So they go, so then they say, you know, we have to separate them. We have to make them turn against one another. So they make Bean the commander of Rabbit Army. And Bean's like, you know, I don't want to play this game. I worked for Ender. I was his thing, and they're trying to turn against him. It's not working. By the way, when I say teachers, the main teachers are Mazer Rackham, Sergeant Graff. No, not Sergeant Graff. Mazer Rackham, I don't know what his rank is. Colonel Graff, Sergeant Dapp, Major Anderson, Donald Trump, Jeb Bush, and Rand Paul. So those were the main teachers, and they all shared the same goal, which is to take down Hillary Clinton. So they were like, okay. So Bean stops playing their whole game. So like, you want no train. If I don't care for the worst team, Ender and I need to. This is Ender's game. He has trained. He's earned this. I don't want to be some pawn in a weird game of chess. And you see, the teachers are kind of scared of them at this point because they've hacked the system. They've figured out how things work. They found their name. They found the teachers' names on Ashley Madison. So, whoa, the lights just kind of blinked. So everything was like, whoa. So they're trying to beat it. So and everyone's so Rabbit Army's not doing too well. Well, finally, the battle's coming on, and they say, okay, we need to send Ender to this realm, to command school. We need. So at this point, they're both like juniors. They're both commanders, but they're not in command school. So then they send them to command school, and they're seniors. And they're seniors in high school. They're all like, "We're on top. Hey, how's it going? Hey, aren't you Chewbacca?" So so finally they go up there, and they're training to become their army. And Bean's happy. He's like, "I'm in a real army. I'm fighting in this war, and that's what I wanted. And I'm fighting with Ender, but then Ender starts going downhill and just doesn't really care about anything. Kind of in a bad mood, doesn't eat, doesn't really sleep because he's having nightmares. because he's already killed 2 people in the book. He's killed Bonzo in the shower, and the first guy in the book, and I'm forgetting what his name was. It's like the very first bully at school, and he killed him, but I don't remember what his. And they're both by accident. It wasn't like first degree murder. It was like second. It was third degree murder. It wasn't really. He didn't mean to kill him. He was just trying to beat him up to the point where they would leave him alone. And he ended up killing both of them. So what happened now is he's got that on his mind, and he's like, dude, they want me to kill an entire species, and that's bothering him, and Bean has figured out, oh, that's what's bothering him, and poor Colonel Grant was up to Bean and was like, dude, you've got to tell me how to fix this guy because he's just so mad. What's going on with him? I said, well, this is what happens when you force somebody to watch a Donald Trump campaign. So, eventually what happens is, they finally get Ender up in shape, and they start doing these simulations that aren't real, that he says that Major Rackham is controlling, but they're real battles. And here's the thing, Ender doesn't know that. Ender buys the fact that it's simulations. But here's the thing, when they lose a ship and somebody dies, a real person dies. A real, and when they say a bugger ship died or a bugger got killed, a real bugger got killed. But what they really don't know is that it's Republicans versus Democrats. That's what nobody knows until the end. So he goes up to Graff and's like, does Ender know? So like, no, we're not telling him because we wouldn't get his full capacity and his full strength and his full fight out of him. And Bean goes, okay, it's fine. We don't have to tell him. But then there's the major battle, and all the other command fleet comes. So you've got Graff, Dapp, Anderson, Rackham, Trump, Bush, Christie, Paul, Ted Cruz, Rick Santorum, Ben Karsnick. You've got all those people watching, and they're attacking Washington, and they're going out, and it's like a final test to make sure you're suited to run for president. And he goes, okay, cool, no pressure, same thing. Well, it's a real fight, and they go up to the planet, and because it says because there's a big banner that says we're ready for Hillary up on top of it, and they attack the planet, and they try to. And the thing is that they couldn't even find Hillary Clinton's emails there. And he blows up the planet. It was a real planet, real fights, and Ender just can't take that. So Ender doesn't return to Earth. The other kids on Earth are like, yay, we won the war, because they never killed anybody. They don't care. They're like, yay, we won the war. And Bean doesn't care either. He's never killed anybody. In his mind, he revenged Polk. And it's like, sweet, so it's like, okay, sweet, well, now what? Oh, they're going to send us back to school! And then he goes back with his and he meets his real parents, and they're also so proud of him. And that is the end of, oh, wow, lots of emails. Do I care about these emails? What's the... Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So that's and now it was a good book, and I'm glad you read it. And school for me starts up on this coming Monday, the 24th, and there's a lot of new changes at school. I'm kind of excited. We've got a new principal. I'm not going to be able to say his name. I'm going to keep that classified. But to be honest, to give you an idea. You know, when we first heard we were getting a new principal, I was like, sweet! I so hope it's Regis. I'm disappointed that's not Regis and Oprah. But if you want to, just give you a general idea of what he looks like the guy whose sweater is always misbuttoned. He looks like the guy standing in the grocery store aisle comparing high-fiber cereal. He looks like the guy sitting in front of you at the movies whose wife has to repeat everything. He looks like the guy who goes to the curb for the paper and locks himself out of the house. He looks like the guy who asks for directions to Blockbuster. He looks like the guy who gets ticketed for mowing under the influence. He looks like the guy whose wife forced him to go on a cruise. He looks like the guy who uses the word my. You know what I'm saying? Well, I get up, I have my coffee, and I read my paper. And I have my oatmeal, and I take my nap. He looks like a guy who still has a rotary phone. Looks like a guy who always says his always be told something's on his chin. He looks like the guy who, with a collection of movies, bought the car wash. He looks like the guy that points out the spots that admits the car wash. He looks like the relative you get blank emails from. Looks like the guy who brags a new denture he thinks allows him to eat corn on the cob. He looks like the guy in the coffee shop is still complaining about the designated hitter. He looks at the guy who walks out to the mound and settle down a young pitcher. He looks at the guy who can't stop about how well his tomatoes are doing. That's all I can think of. Looks like a guy who always has wiry hair growing out of new places. He looks like the guy whose daughter takes him to the mall once a year for new Rockports. I'm running out. All right. So anyways, you know, in case you're wondering, I'm thinking, well, Fargo, what do you think of this guy? Here we have top 10 things that he is planning on doing as the new head of school. Some of these changes are good. Some of them, I don't know. But here we go. Number 10. Raise tuition fee in Las Vegas. Number 9. Rename the Red Room the Red Room of Pain. Number 8. New field day event. White House fence hopping. Number 7. Replace school counselors with Dr. Phil. Number 6. Sex ed with Dr. Ruth. Number 5. Go to classroom saying, "Do I live here?" Number 4. Replace copy machines with ditto machines. Number 3. Prom theme will be Five Nights at Freddy's. Number 2, sell the school to Donald Trump. And the number 1 thing he is going to do as the new head of school is kick me out of school. Maybe he'll also go through and see how many names of students he finds on Ashton Madison. I don't know. Oh, here's a picture of his wife. Oops, I'm sorry. That's Betty White. Yep, that. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will probably have more jokes about the new principal as the school year comes along, and you know, with the Republican campaign. Oh, speaking of the Republican campaign, I was watching that good old guy, Dr. Phil, and it was a was it the murder mission? No, it was my mother abused me I was a kid, and the daughter was saying, you know, my mom's practices witchcraft, and she says, well, yes, I am a witch, but you're just saying that all Mexican women are female, are witches, and Donald Trump came on stage and said, that's true, every woman in Mexico, every Mexican woman is a witch. I will run them out of the country, and I will do all, and I will build a wall and keep witches out. We will burn them to a stake. Quote, Donald Trump 2015 on the Dr. Phil show. So anyways, guys, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.